started, welcome to Nicky Boy Perth. My name's Nick, and I've bought, I've sold, I've held, I've completed challenges, and I've completed quests. On the 27th of February, I purchased my first pack and I pulled an MGLE cat rare. I was super excited, and now I'm hooked. If you could take a moment out of your busy schedule to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I release future content, it really helps me out and I appreciate all your time and effort. Let's get into episode 7. So is it the time to buy? For me, it is. So let's give you a little bit of a background story. So on the 3rd or 4th of June, Top Shot released their new collector score for the playoffs, the rare pack that was being released. Now, I was lucky enough, I had a collector score of around $1,000 plus the bonuses, etc. Got me up into the requirements to hit the score. Then I was unlucky enough not to actually get in line. Well, I got in line, but I didn't hit the queue number that I needed to. So I got a repound pack. Super excited, but better than nothing. And then the new release for the collector score for Holo Icon. It was too much of a stretch for me, so I was setting it around just low 3,000s, and to get to 7,500, I just wasn't in a position to do. So I decided to take a deep breath, relax, wait for the Holo Icon drop, and then the inevitable market drop afterwards. So let's go through and have a look at what happened. So market cap, just looking at around about the 18th, which was when the drop happened, Australian time. So we were looking at a total market cap of around about the 738, and then it dropped off to around about the 687 million mark. So that's about a 7% drop, and that kind of alerted me it's time for myself to get in and purchase that collector score, basically buy it. To get myself into a position where we can look at some of the packs that are coming up. So we've got the Western Conference Finals rare moments that are getting released mid-July, and then we've got the legendary moments that are happening in August as well. So let's just break this down a little bit further. So if you actually have a look and we look at the transactions, so leading up to and just before the drop, you could see 66,000 transactions, okay, and only a spend of about 1.6 million. So a lot of people kind of buying the floor late, trying to get into the drop as well. So obviously they'd already taken a screenshot in regards to the marketplace spend, but it was just really just boosting your collector score with many as, you know, 2, 3, most of the $2 moments have gone at that stage, but $3 and $4 moments to try and get your collector score up. And then interesting enough, after the drop, you actually see a reduced amount of transactions, but the value of the transactions between around the 19th of June actually increased. So a lot of people who potentially didn't actually hit their number in the queue, going back into the marketplace and releasing that dapper that they may have built up with a few sales, obviously going and purchasing some quality moments as well. So let's just jump in and see what we've done here. So obviously the player of the day was the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously the point per dollar spend, you know, it worked out pretty low. It looked at around about 63 cents in the dollar per point. So we had a situation where we had the Series 2, the original purchase price was around the $147. So with myself, I actually held a couple of those, so I was lucky enough to complete that under that amount. But the main point is that I actually held the Cat Rare MGLE, which was the first moment that I ever got in a pack, and the collector score for that, obviously the rare Series 2 was 80, and then when you worked in the team bonus, it actually worked out as an extra 40 points compared to generally having the standard moment. I think you got 12 points per moment, so that would have only been in kind of an extra 6 bonus points, so really had a bit of a win there. But where we had the major win was obviously collecting the Series 1. So the Series 1 already had the Josh Okogie, so that was a good win there. But the price just prior to completing the collector score for the whole icon drop was $368, so I actually completed that at 312. So again, had a little bit of a win. So for me, it was a really good time to buy. Wasn't in a position to go ahead, as we spoke about earlier, just prior to the drop. So, just didn't want to stretch myself, but then took, advantage of the fact that people, now that the whole icon drops happen, they're releasing their moments, but I'm looking for the longer term where we know that collector score is here to stay. So I just wanted to make sure that slowly built that up. And the reason we're building that up is because of the conference finals, and we're looking at the rare drop in July, and also the legendary drop in August. Now, the legendary drop in August, we don't know what the collector score is going to be. The Holo Icon score was a 7,500, so it's going to be kind of in that range, potentially a little bit more. They generally work on around 25% of people who qualify actually getting a pack. So, with obviously a lot of people hitting that kind of 7,500 collector score, then we could see a little bit of a boost. Hopefully they run along the lines of what we've all been working for, the team bonuses, the gift bonuses, a lot of different avenues to increasing your collector score, and hopefully they kind of stay true to that, whether you're completing a challenge, keeping the challenge moment, and they don't change it up too much, because a lot of us have gone in and purchased those moments to get the benefit of it. I've also gone through and purchased a couple other moments today as well. So we can have a real quick look through. It was pretty basic in regards to the moments that I purchased. But let's just jump in and have a look at the collection of a couple of my moments. So they haven't updated my collector score. I've been refreshing that several times today. But if you actually jump onto moment ranks or live token's a little bit quicker in regards to updating the collector score. It has been updated there. But I bought the Sexland Duo. Obviously, it's a bit of fun. But I've had my eye on Darius Garland for a period of time. I think he's an upcoming rookie, and I really believe that over the next couple of years, both himself and Sexton can really forge a bit of a partnership, and hopefully that turns into value in regards to his top shot. Really try and kind of add to those Series 1 moments. Obviously, they're a lot lower mint count, and if we're looking at in the future, and we're looking to where we can kind of grow to in the next 5 or 10 years, then they're going to be invaluable, I believe. I also hold a couple other Cleveland Series 1 moments, so I'm not too worried about the Series 2 moments at the moment, so that's not the issue in regards to completing that challenge. If you actually have a look at it, the Cleveland moments, there's one player that really sticks out, and look, to be fair, I like my NBA. My boys are probably know a little bit more about it. I've been into it for the last 2 or 3 years with a break from when I was a little bit younger, and it was more the Shaq kind of days and the MJ days, but I hadn't actually heard of this gent, so maybe someone can enlighten me and give me a little bit of information on the YouTube channel. That'll be great. Or hit me up on Twitter, and we're going to find him here. This is how much I don't even know where he is. Maybe I should have. There we go. Anderson Virago. And look, don't get me wrong. I've probably completely mucked this up, but yeah, I just hadn't heard of the gent before. So that's it from me. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, hit me up. Really appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's getting pretty late here in Perth, and I've got to get up in the morning first thing for an appointment. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks a lot. See ya.